Breaking news, a judge makes a ruling on whether Governor Matt Bevin had the authority to issue budget cuts to colleges and universities.
Another state college announces the loss of jobs in part because of cuts to the state higher education budget.
Police arrest a couple they say had drugs in the car with a baby. Officers tell us there's even more troubling details in this case.
WKYT News starts now with breaking news.
We continue to track breaking news and the lawsuit against the governor. Late this afternoon, a judge ruled the governor can make cuts to state colleges and universities.
Attorney General Andy Beshear sued Governor Bevin after he made the cuts, saying he'd overstepped his authority. WKYT's Monique Blair has been reading the ruling since we received it. She's live for us at the live desk to break it down for us. Monique.
Well, Amber and Sam, Governor Bevin proposed the mid-year budget cuts in January, but the state legislature did not approve them. Governor Bevin ordered them anyway. Attorney General Andy Beshear then announced in April he was suing Governor Bevin, claiming he overstepped his authority when he ordered the higher education cuts without legislative approval. But today, Franklin County Circuit Court Judge Thomas Wingate ruled that Governor Bevin acted within his authority and has not made improper budget reductions. Judge Wingate says two state laws allow Governor Bevin to reduce allotments for public colleges and universities. Governor Bevin just posted on Twitter saying, "We are grateful for the court's prompt decision confirming our ability to manage the Commonwealth's finances in a fiscally responsible manner." Attorney General Beshear said he respected the judge's decision, but in a statement said, quote, "We will be filing an immediate appeal of today's decision and will seek to have the ruling transferred to the Supreme Court." Now, the judge did order the $18 million in disputed money to remain in a separate account, and he said it cannot be touched until all appeals in this case have been resolved. At the live desk, Monique Blair, WKYT.
Monique, thank you. Now, the ruling comes as another state college announces job cuts in part because of the reduced state budget.
Kentucky Community and Technical College says declining enrollment also played a role in the decision to eliminate more than 100 jobs. Garrett Weimer shows us how many people exactly will be affected in our top story at 5.
The Kentucky Community and Technical College system is made up of 16 colleges on more than 70 campuses across the state. That includes Bluegrass Community and Technical College here in Lexington. They're about to see some big changes. In a May 4th email addressed to the KCTCS family, President Jay Box outlined a dire financial situation resulting from declining enrollment, loss of tuition, and years of cuts to their state money. Box writes, quote, "Over the last year, KCTCS has tightened its belt to the point there are no notches left." He says a proposed tuition hike, which our partners at the Herald Leader report is 6.1%, would generate nearly $12 million. But that still leaves them with a shortfall of $26 million. KCTCS has cut more than 500 positions to address that. They say most of the positions are either vacant or left empty by retirement, but 170 employees, both faculty and staff, were actually laid off. KCTCS President Jay Box called the decision gut-wrenching.
Several students I've talked to out here today didn't know about the cuts or proposed tuition hike and didn't want to talk on camera, but after hearing about it, they called the situation sad. In Lexington, Garrett Weimer, WKYT.
And of those 170 layoffs, 45 are faculty members and 125 are staff. Students in Mercer and Anderson counties went to class under extra security this morning after what authorities call an inappropriate statement. Mercer County Sheriff Ernie Kelty said that someone called a crisis hotline this morning and made a reference to the Sandy Hook school shooting. The sheriff says the caller never made a direct threat, but their policy is to respond to the schools just to be safe.
Just an inappropriate statement being made. And this is not the first time we've investigated something of this type of nature. You know, it happens also with our kids. Sometimes an inappropriate statement's made from even a student. And we will take the same precautions, and we investigate it and get to the bottom of it.
Investigators initially believed the caller was in Mercer County. They later discovered the person was in Franklin County. After they determined there was no danger, police scaled back their response.
Police in southern Kentucky arrested a couple they say drove around while under the influence with a baby in their car. Police caught the pair during a traffic stop in London. Officers tell us what's even more troubling is where the couple tried to hide their drugs. WKYT's Phil Pendleton shows us what police found.
The parents are in jail accused of numerous offenses, traffic offenses, alleged drug activity, and this is a place they've actually been many times before. Police say they put a months-old baby in harm's way. Christopher Lawson was pulled over on West 192 near I-75 for expired plates. He told police he had just bought the car, but a closer look revealed other problems. Police say Lawson wasn't even supposed to be driving. He had a revoked license. A look at his criminal history shows numerous drug and traffic crimes. But a closer look at both he and his girlfriend, April and Hicks, showed more problems. Police say both were under the influence and that a 3-month-old baby was with them. What's more is what they found in the baby's diaper bag.
But anytime we find that, especially with Mr. Lawson being under the influence and operating the vehicle with the infant in the vehicle and then the mother hiding the dope in there, it's truly sad.
Both were arrested and put in the Laurel County Detention Center. Now, coming up at 6 o'clock, police talk about how people are unsuccessfully using some strange places to try to hide their drugs. In Laurel County, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
Social services cared for the baby before releasing the child into the custody of a grandmother.
Police have identified a man who died after a truck hit him. Our county-by-county coverage begins in McCreary County. State police say the pickup hit 37-year-old Bobby Stevens as he walked along US 27 last night. The coroner is telling us that he was on his way home from the grocery store. State police are investigating the crash. A Whitley County grand jury has indicted a man in a deadly hit-and-run crash. Adam Childress is charged with murder, leaving the scene of an accident, and DUI for the crash on US 25 last month. Police say Childress ran his car onto a sidewalk, killing Richard Perkins as he walked his dog. They tell us he kept going until he wrecked on Kentucky 92. The News Journal reports Childress will be arraigned on June 20th. A Garrett County sinkhole will not be fixed before the weekend. The sinkhole opened up on Fork Church Road a week ago. Road crews filled it last Friday because it was near the road, but it reopened the next day. Engineers and the Kentucky Geological Survey will be monitoring it through the weekend before deciding how to repair it. They say it has opened a bit more since Monday, but the road is not at risk right now.
We are going to get a rain-free day tomorrow, but you'll want to enjoy it because the break won't last long. WKYT's Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey's here now with a check of that forecast. Rain-free, that seems odd to say.
Yeah, one and done tomorrow. I think so far this month we've had across the entire area so far in month, one day that did not feature rain somewhere in central and eastern Kentucky for the month of May. Today's the 18th day of the month. We go into the evening and we're cloudy. We are chilly across southeastern Kentucky, 50s. That's an area that had 70 yesterday. Look at Lexington and North with some rays of sun now showing up, 63 degrees. I said rays of sun. I'm not talking about full sun. It's still kind of gloomy at times. That live Skycam Lexington with overcast conditions. Still, though, 63 degrees is roughly 12, 13 degrees cooler than we should be for this time of year. Defender Radar Network, no precipitation, so we've thrown the clouds into the mix, and you can see that drier air that is coming in from north to south. Enjoy that Thursday. It is a good-looking day, a great-looking day. Then the heavy rains come back into town on Friday, yada, yada, yada. That'll carry us into part of the weekend. And, guys, we'll concentrate on the heavy rain threat, and a new model ups the rainfall totals, but we'll also focus on some much warmer times ahead, too.
Chris, thank you. Kentucky basketball announced this morning it's losing another player.
Charles Matthews will transfer from UK after just a year. WKYT's Rob Bromley's here now with more on that decision. Hi, Rob.
Charles Matthews averaged about 10 minutes a game in his freshman season at Kentucky. In a release today, he said he felt it was in his best interest to explore other options. The 6'6" wingman out of Chicago is transferring. He averaged just under 2 points and 2 rebounds per game. John Calipari said Matthews has his full support. Cal said the hardest thing as a coach is to lose a player that you really want to coach. In Charles's case, I believe he is going to be a productive college player who has the ability to play at the next level. I know Charles' best basketball is ahead of him, and while I am saddened to see him go, I support his decision and will help in any way that I can. And with Matthews gone, Kentucky now has scholarships available if Isaiah Briscoe and Marcus Lee both decide to come back. And of course, five-star setter Marquise Bolden makes his announcement tomorrow.
Rob, thank you. Charles Matthews just recently underwent a medical procedure on his hip, but Coach Cal expected him to be fine. Hillary Clinton squeaking out a really tight victory in Kentucky's primary. We'll show you what the close margin means for the Democratic race for the nomination.
When it comes to surviving colon cancer, where the tumor is located might play a role in survival. The findings of a new study in Better Living.
I don't want to live with the uncertainties of Hep C.
Or wonder whether I should seek treatment. I am ready.
Because today, there's Harvoni, a revolutionary treatment for the most common type of chronic hepatitis C. Harvoni is proven to cure up to 99% of patients who've had no prior treatment. It transformed treatment as the first cure that's one pill once a day for 12 weeks. Certain patients can be cured with just 8 weeks of Harvoni. Harvoni is a simple treatment regimen that's been prescribed to more than 250,000 patients. Tell your doctor if you've had a liver transplant, other liver or kidney problems, HIV, or any other medical conditions, and about all the medicines you take, including herbal supplements. Taking amiodarone with Harvoni may cause a serious slowing of your heart rate. Common side effects of Harvoni may include tiredness, headache, and weakness.
I am ready to put Hep C behind me.
I am ready to be cured.
Are you ready? Ask your Hep C specialist if Harvoni is right for you.
When you play Kentucky lottery games like 5-Card Cash, college students all over Kentucky are dealt a winning hand.
Fueling imagination.
Funding education.
Hurt in a car accident?
We got you covered.
All I did was call.
Doesn't cost anything to call. All you do is call.
800-800-4600.
What are you waiting for? 800-800-4600.
Come on now.
What the hell? You heard that right. Recent storms caused slight damage, and you benefit at the Frankfort Toyota What the Hail sale.
What the hail?
Frankfort Toyota has new Toyotas and top quality used vehicles just slightly damaged. And the damage to the vehicles is so small and the savings are so big you don't want to miss Frankfort Toyota's What the Hail sale. When they're gone, they're gone. Hurry in for the best selection. Frankfort Toyota's What the Hail sale.
Bluegrass Medical Aesthetics wants to help you on the path to wellness and healthy youthful aging. Hormone replacement, medically supervised weight loss, Botox, Kybella, and more. Located in Georgetown next to Qdoba. Visit us at bmaky.com.
If you want to sell your house, you can call an ugly sign on the side of the road, or you can call a company with an A+ Better Business Bureau rating. My name is Brian Evans, and I've been buying houses in Lexington for over 10 years. I can give you cash today. Call me at 859-278-HELP or go to 278help.com.
Have something that needs investigating? Email us or call the WKYT Investigates tip line. Get WKYT news and weather updates on Mix 94.5. Now, your hour-by-hour forecast with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey.
Hope you're having a great Wednesday, middle of the work week, downhill from here toward the weekend, huh? And that appears to be the case in terms of the weather as we get into the weekend. For the next roughly 24 hours and change, things are looking much better. I can show you that on your live sky cam. Some folks are getting in on a little better weather. Frankfort, Lexington, at least we've had some hints of sunshine. Told you it would never be a clear blue sky by any means. Florence, more in the way of sunshine. Look at the cams into Jenkins. Low clouds, fog. Jackson, similar view. Your temperatures, southeastern Kentucky, low and mid 50s. Yesterday, you were 60s and even some low 70s. We've just reversed everything. We flip-flopped it. Northern Kentucky, warmer than the south now. 63 Lexington, 66 showing up into the fine city of Covington into northern Kentucky. Here you go with your Defender Radar Network. I've got no precipitation to show you for the first time in a while, although it rained early today, obviously, so we put the clouds into the mix, and that clearing line continues to work in from north to south. Clearing line scoots through here for Thursday. That means some sunshine tomorrow, and at a point tomorrow afternoon, you may have mainly sunny skies, 70 to 75 degrees after a little chill in the air. New hour by hour is in, and it's upping the rainfall totals as we go into Friday and Saturday. I'll get to those totals in a second. Let's go with the hour by hour first. 11 this evening. 50s are showing up, and here we go with the clearing sky tomorrow morning into tomorrow afternoon. Upper 60s to around 70 north, 70 to 75 everywhere else. Clouds, though, as quickly as they get out of here, they come back at us. 8 o'clock Friday morning, rain increasing south to north. This is likely slow with that rain. I expect that rain to be in here between noon and 5 o'clock for much of the area. Heavy downpours. Look at that at 11 o'clock Friday evening. That is a burst of some very heavy rains that would scoot through here into Saturday morning. Now, a little good news, Saturday afternoon, we may see a mix of sun and clouds and just scattered showers. I think it's a little overdone with temperatures, but that same model run now, upping that rainfall corridor with a little maybe clap or two of thunder associated with that as we go into Friday evening across parts of central Kentucky. Is that likely overdone? Yeah, it probably is. Can something like that happen? We'll see if we can get a thunderstorm out of this. Moral of the story, Friday into Saturday, many areas pick up another inch of rain, if not a little bit more. Oh yeah, temperatures come back down for a few days too. All right, enough of the bad stuff. Let's go into Monday. Tuesday, Sunday's good, 75. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday though, 80 to 85 degrees into the Bluegrass State to kick off what then will amount to, as hard as it is to believe, the final full week of May. And you know what else happens next week? Summer starts for a lot of kiddos.
It does.
Oh, yeah.
There are a lot of folks that are getting out before Memorial Day.
That's right. Unlike the past 2 winters when you missed like 3 months of school.
Bring on summer for all of us.
That's right.
We're soaked right now.
Amen. Yeah, we need the dry too.
Chris, thank you.
Working a couple of crashes. One is at Bryan Station and New Circle. Police are working that one right now as part of Bryan Station blocked. And we also have an injury collision at 4th and Henry Street. That one has that intersection blocked off as well. It's 4th and Henry Street for the moment, an injury collision. Drive times this afternoon. To Richmond, we're still okay. To Versailles across the county line, we're looking good right now. No major delays there. Now back to the studio.
Hillary Clinton might lead in the delegate count, but the race for the Democratic presidential nomination is turning into a battle. The role her narrow victory in Kentucky is playing.
A tribute today for a state police trooper who died after stopping to help someone in need. How he was remembered on WKYT News at 5:30.
Mothers can donate breast milk online and they can get it for free. It's a growing trend, but is it safe?
You would not walk up to an absolute stranger on the street and say, give me a unit of blood.
Breast milk donations, Thursday at 6 on WKYT.
Hi, Shane Huffman with Neil Huffman Honda in Frankfort, where today you can lease a brand new 2016 Honda CR-V for just $259 a month. Plus, we're going to back all our deals with our 110% price protection guarantee. That's Neil Huffman Honda in Frankfort. Huffman has it.
Getting more for your money is simpler than you might think. When you shop at Kroger, you get low prices throughout the store, weekly specials, great value from our quality brands, digital coupons, and even fuel points to help you save at the pump. No spin, just savings.
Treat your family to sweet red cherries for just $2.99 a pound and boneless pork chops for $2.88 a pound. Great food, low prices at Kroger.
Attention Kentucky, Burke Furniture is closed today as we mark down prices for our semi-annual inventory reduction sale that begins tomorrow. A sale so great we can afford to slash prices this low only 2 times a year, up to 75% off name brand furniture. We must sell over $1 million of incredible inventory immediately. Sofas, recliners, bedroom and dining, and a huge selection of mattresses. Plus, get 0% interest for 12 months. Burke Furniture's semi-annual inventory reduction sale. Doors open tomorrow promptly at 10 a.m. Don't miss it.
Kentucky lottery sales have funded grants and scholarships for over 500,000 Kentucky college students. So every time you play, the Commonwealth wins.
Fueling imagination.
Funding education.
All summer long, your road to refreshment leads to Speedway. And now that Speedway's grown throughout the Midwest, Northeast, and Southeast, nobody has a handle on your summer fun better than Speedway. From the sunny shores of Florida to New York City, from the Carolinas to the New England coast, your road to refreshment leads to Speedway. And now, Speedway's celebrating 25 years supporting Children's Miracle Network hospitals. Donate today.
We're on your way to convenience stores of Speedway.
Now, a 32-ounce Speedy Freezer fountain drink's just 89 cents.
Hi, Shane Huffman with Neil Huffman Honda in Frankfort, where today you can lease a brand new 2016 Honda CR-V for just $259 a month. Plus, we're going to back all our deals with our 110% price protection guarantee. That's Neil Huffman Honda in Frankfort. Huffman has it.
When severe storms roll in, we go to work to keep you and your family safe with continuous coverage on air, on WKYT.com, and wherever you are with our news and weather apps. First Alert Severe Weather Days, only on WKYT.
After a close finish for Hillary Clinton here in Kentucky, a very close finish, the fight for the Democratic presidential nomination threatens to split the party.
While the Clinton and Bernie Sanders battle it out, Republican Donald Trump is trying to bolster his conservative credentials. Greg Boswell is in Washington with today's campaign 2016 coverage.
Tuesday night's dramatic Democratic primary in Kentucky has set the stage for the final weeks of the primary season. Hillary Clinton claimed victory in a tweet and appealed for unity.
I am getting to like the West Coast.
Bernie Sanders claimed his Tuesday night Oregon primary win during a large rally in California and offered his own unity message to the Democratic Party.
Welcome into the party people who are prepared to fight for real economic and social change.
It comes days after a tense altercation at the Nevada Democratic State Convention where Sanders supporters were angry with the party rules they claim favor Clinton. Clinton is now just 90 delegates away from clinching the nomination. One of the key issues in the race for the White House is Supreme Court nominees. Wednesday, Donald Trump released a list of his potential choices. Trump named 11 judges as his top picks. There is a vacancy on the High Court left by the death of Antonin Scalia. That set off a battle over when a replacement should be named. Trump also waded into foreign policy when he told a Reuters reporter he's open to meeting North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un. He said, "I would speak to him. I would have no problem speaking to him." Trump also met with former Secretary of State Henry Kissinger in New York. Craig Boswell, CBS News, the White House.
Trump said he chose his list of judges based on their ability to be like Scalia. He wants judges who will uphold the Constitution and won't legislate from the bench. The margin of Hillary Clinton's victory in Kentucky is fewer than 2,000 votes. Bernie Sanders can ask for a recount, but he'd have to pay for it. If he asks for a recanvass, which involves rechecking vote tallies, it's free of charge. Because of the close result, Clinton and Sanders will each get 27 of Kentucky's delegates. One delegate is uncommitted, and the state has 5 superdelegates. Those 6 will be decided at the Democratic National Convention in July. Clinton leads the overall delegate count by more than 700.
More than 4 million U.S. workers will soon be eligible for overtime. The Obama administration issued the new rules today. Right now, the annual salary threshold where companies can deny overtime pay is $23,660. The new rules move it to $47,500. While employees who work long hours say they look forward to extra pay, some experts say they shouldn't count on making a lot more money.
The extra money, I'm going to buy them whatever they want. If they are happy, I'm going to be happy too.
The Department of Labor is selling a theory, but it's really bait and switch. Many employees may actually see less money as a result of it.
The new rules will take effect on December 1st. Current rules cover 7% of salaried workers. The new rules will cover about 35%. A judge rules on a question about evidence in a Lexington murder trial. The information that will be allowed coming up on WKYT News at 5:30.
Get WKYT news and weather updates on 100.1 WKQQ.
At Paul Miller Ford, we want all our customers to drive happy.
We had 3 Explorers. We had a 96 Explorer, we had a 2013, which I drive now, and then my husband drives a 2007 Sport Track. My favorite thing about coming to Paul Miller is the service department.
That's why we're honored to win our 3rd Ford President's Award for Customer Satisfaction.
I love Paul Miller Ford.
And we love our customers. Get 0% financing for 60 months on Ford Explorers like Karen's. Point, click, drive at paulmillerford.com.
Buying a new energy-efficient refrigerator or freezer? Well, get paid to upgrade. Let our Energy Star Appliance Rebate Program help you earn cash back on a range of Energy Star certified appliances. Just visit our website to see how to get paid to upgrade. A message from your Kentucky Touchstone Energy Cooperatives.
Are you ready? Saturday, May 28th, only in E-Town. It's Barbecue Blues and Bikes, brought to you by the Elizabethtown Heritage Council, kicking off with Thunder into E-Town, benefiting the Elizabethtown Police Foundation. Downtown streets will be buzzing with families, sizzling barbecue, smoking blues, and thousands of bikes. With live music on 2 stages, it's fun for the entire family. Saturday, May 28th, Barbecue Blues and Bikes. Couldn't do it without our sponsors. Don't miss it.
I used to feel anxious and confused about buying a major appliance. Turns out she suffered from FOBO until I found H.H. Gregg.
Up to 35% off, 0 interest, and our low price guarantee. H.H. Gregg's Memorial Day sale.
Folks have been taking the short drive to satisfaction for over 20 years. Not only Winchester folks, but folks all across the state and even across the country. And who wouldn't come here? With over 2,500 vehicles to choose from here in Winchester, Kentucky. No matter if it's 100 miles or the short drive from Lexington, our staff will help you start your journey. Tim Short Chevrolet.
Save now on gorgeous carpet from Karastan during the National Karastan Month and receive up to a $1,000 rebate. No interest financing till January 2018. Kevin's Carpets in Lexington and Georgetown, while you'd have to be crazy to buy flooring anyplace else.
It doesn't take a mathematician to figure out the perfect formula for fun. 1 river plus 1 kayak plus you equals fun. Now multiply fun by bringing your friends. This is Paddle Fest, an exciting paddling adventure down the Leviso Fork of the Big Sandy River. Paddle Fest will begin on May 28th in Prestonsburg at 8 a.m. Enjoy this 4 to 6 hour trip by kayak or canoe. Paddle Fest ends in Paintsville, where food and drinks will be served. Visit Paintsville or Prestonsburg Tourism for more information.
It is time now for better living, health, education, and consumer news that impacts your life. A recall alert today for something you might have in your pantry right now. Quaker Oats is recalling its quinoa granola bars with chocolate nut medley and quinoa granola bars with yogurt, fruit, and nuts. The company says an ingredient supplier might have distributed sunflower kernels contaminated with listeria. There have been no reports of illnesses. We have more information on the recall on WKYT.com. When you're facing a diagnosis of colon cancer, where the tumor is located might play an important role in survival. Dr. Malika Marshall shows us the findings of a new study and how they could change the way colon cancer is treated.
After being diagnosed with advanced colon cancer, Marine combat veteran Tim Carroll says he was planning his funeral. Doctors told him with chemotherapy that he maybe had 2 years to live.
Being a Marine combat veteran, being a police officer, I've gone through a lot of stuff. I've come close to getting killed a lot of times. Dealing with this kind of a fight, you can't shoot it or stab it or run it over.
The 63-year-old's tumor originated on the left side. Now a new study finds metastatic colon cancer patients like Tim survive significantly longer than patients with cancer that starts on the right.
The people who had left-sided tumors actually had a much better prognosis than those who had a right-side tumor, actually greater than a year difference in their median survival.
Dr. Jeffrey Meyerhart from the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute says the findings will likely change the way doctors approach colorectal cancer treatment as well as research.
Do the tumors that develop on the right side have different molecular features which lead to a worse prognosis? Are they caught later? Because there are certain symptoms that you developed with a left side tumor that may cause people to seek medical care sooner.
Tim has now survived more than 7 years.
Like I said, I'm a very lucky guy, and I have a lot to live for.
He's had many surgeries and years of chemo and says he will keep fighting. Dr. Malika Marshall for CBS News, Boston.
Pretty incredible. The study also suggests that the location of the tumor may help doctors decide what chemotherapy treatments are best. Now, here's what's coming up for you at 5:30.